Ahead of the monsoon session of the parliament, the opposition is targeting Modi Sarkar over the new censor order. According to a new booklet by the Lok Sabha Secretariat, use of terms like Jumlajivi, baal, buddhi, COVID spreader, Snoopgate will henceforth be considered unparliamentary in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Congress and TMC have slammed the gag order on the usage of these words in the parliament, saying all the terms used by opposition to describe the Modi dispensation will now be considered unparliamentary. Government sources countered the opposition's attack on the compilation of unparliamentary words in the parliament. Sources said the list is not a new suggestion but merely a compilation of words already expunged in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha or state legislatures. BJP also targeted the opposition, said there should be no use of provocative and inappropriate language in the parliament.
अगर मैं कहूंगा कल पार्लियामेंट बहस होगी बेरोजगारी के ऊपर, मैं कहूंगा कि मैं मोदी सरकार पर फूल बरसाकर मारूंगा क्योंकि उन्होंने नौजवानों को बेरोजगार बना दिया, तो क्या आप फूल को अनपार्लियामेंट्री कर देंगे? समझिए इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है कि रूल्स एंड प्रोसीजर को आप इंप्रूव करिए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल वैल्यूज, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी को करिए।
जो शब्द उन्होंने अपने पार्लियामेंट्री जीवन में कहा है, बोला है, वही शब्द हम बोलेंगे और वो बताएंगे उनको, भाई उनके डिबेट में उन्होंने क्या कहा। जब करप्शन की बात आती तो क्या करप्शन बोलने का छोड़ के कुछ और बोलते थे। आपके ये जुमले हैं उन्होंने कहते थे, क्या उससे छोड़ के और कोई बात उन्होंने कही है? तो जब खुद वो कहते हुए आए हैं, आज उनको क्यों लग रहा है कि वो शब्द ठीक नहीं है?
ये सिर्फ वही लफ्ज है जो सच्चाई थी, भाजपा के नेताओं को चिपक रही थी बिल्कुल। तो अगर सच्चाई किसी को चिपक रही है और वो झूठ कर रहे हैं, वो पर्दाफाश हो रहा है, तो उसको अनपार्लियामेंट्री कर दो। वो तो पार्लियामेंट्री प्रैक्टिस में कहीं है नहीं, प्रोसीजर के तहत नहीं हुआ है। तो मैं तो ये मानता हूं कि हम अनुरोध भी करेंगे और राज्यसभा के चेयरमैन और लोकसभा के स्पीकर साहब से भी अनुरोध है कि ये आपका इंडिपेंडेंट अथॉरिटी हो, आप किसी पार्टी के नहीं हो। तो इसी तरह सरकार की मंशा से सब कुछ नहीं चल सकता है।
The ruling establishment, particularly like Jumla, the word was introduced to us by Mr. Amit Shah, and Snoopgate, corrupt, all these kind of words were introduced by the BJP friends. And now suddenly they want not to hear these words. It's like a Gujarat assembly model, which they are trying to do. If you only want the government to be prized by the opposition parties, that is very difficult. And if you take all the words which is going to be critical of the government as unparliamentary, which will not be in the good sense of parliamentary democracy itself.
The list of words that have been issued in this gag order are the words that the members of parliament of the opposition usually use to critique the government's policies and the functioning of the government. Now, in order to include innocuous words like hypocrisy, like untruth, like incompetent, etc., the government has essentially, displayed its fear to face the truth. They don't want that members of parliament should show the mirror to them. And it is an act which itself is unparliamentary. This list of unparliamentary words that has been issued by the Secretariat at the behest of the government, this act itself is unparliamentary.
जुमलाजीवी मुझे नहीं लगता है असंसदीय भाषा है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी तो हमेशा यही करती चली आ रही है। हाँ, ये सच है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जब से सत्ता में आई है, पार्लियामेंट के अंदर और पार्लियामेंट के बाहर हमेशा असंसदीय भाषा का इस्तेमाल करती है। इस पर रोक लगनी चाहिए।
यदि विपक्ष आजादी का तात्पर्य संसद में माइक तोड़ना, चेयर पर जाकर हल्ला बोलना और संसद को लगातार स्थगित करना मानता है और अमर्यादित शब्दों को बोलना मानता है, तो यह संसदीय जनतंत्र नहीं है। तो जो कुछ भी बनता है वो किसी विपक्ष या सत्ता पक्ष के लिए नहीं, सदन के लिए बनता है। जो लोग सदन में बैठकर सिर्फ अमर्यादित भाषा के आधार पर समाचार पत्र की सुर्खियों में रहना चाहते हैं, जिनकी कोई रुचि देश के विकास के कार्यों में हाथ बटाने की या रचनात्मक बहस को आगे बढ़ाने की नहीं है, वे ही इससे प्रताड़ित महसूस कर रहे हैं।
Maushami is now joining us live for the very latest. Maushami, you track the Congress party. Is there a growing chorus and a perception that perhaps this kind of a quote-unquote gag order is trying to muzzle the voices of opposition in the parliament?
Chaiti, can you hear my voice?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Could you please repeat your question, Chaiti?
My question was that, you track the Congress party, and is there a growing chorus now from the opposition parties, including the Congress, and this quote-unquote gag order is being perceived as the government trying to muzzle the voices of the opposition in the parliament?
Oh, absolutely, Chaiti. Ever since this list has become public and is on social media, we've seen a battery of opposition leaders attack the government. And now India Today was in possession of this list right in the morning, the list that I'm holding out to you. And you can see that apart from all the other parliaments, the Commonwealth parliaments, the Lok Sabha has been cited very frequently. Right in front of you, you can see that looting, mafias, all these words very frequently used in the Lok Sabha. Importantly, if you see that there are many words which this booklet says, if they are viewed individually as a single word, they might not sound unparliamentary, but it is the reference to context in which they have been used, like Kala, Kale, Danda, Dande. We've heard a lot of Kala Kanun and Kala Din. That also has been declared unparliamentary in this booklet. And you can see that an entire list of words that has in fact stirred a hornet's nest, because not only the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party and every opposition party is asking that this list be taken back and a new committee be formed to actually view what is unparliamentary, not only vis-a-vis the government but also unparliamentary when it comes to attacking the opposition from the treasury benches. And in the middle of the entire controversy is Jumlajivi, because remember, Jumlajivi was used by the Prime Minister. So the opposition is saying this list is curated specially to target the opposition because Jumlajivi doesn't find mention in the list of unparliamentary words.
I also have a question, Maushami. Words that are supposed to be unparliamentary, and these are the words that are used colloquially as well. So how can they be unparliamentary if they are not abusive in nature?
I really think, because I went to the parliament in the morning, Chaiti, and I saw that the officials were a bit flustered by the media attention that this list was receiving. But I have seen certain words which have actually been cited with reference to what the opposition leaders have said. So even the officials who have made this list, they are taken aback by how much attention, like I've seen this word false. If you look at the word false, the opposition accused the government of doling out lollipops and making false promises to the people of India. That's in the Rajya Sabha. Even the word false, which could be used in routine language and could be used as a parliamentary word to criticize the government, it finds mention in this list of words. So certainly, even as the government says that this is a usual routine exercise done by the Lok Sabha Secretariat, there are many words that have given fresh ammunition to the opposition parties to attack the government. I was asking the opposition leaders whether they are creating a new dictionary of words, sans the words that are listed here to in fact corner the government in the upcoming monsoon session. And that's going to be very soon, Chaiti. It's on Monday. The first day is all set to be stormy, not because of inflation, not because of the China issue, China security issue, not because of the Agnipath scheme which the opposition was trying to rake up. It will be this issue that will be dominating the pandemonium in the upper house and the lower house. And as one opposition leader said, that the government has very cleverly diverted the topic from unemployment and inflation to the Lok Sabha list that is out in public.